What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? It's your girl Red back at it again with another live stream and replay for anybody that is watching the replay. So let me check my devices. Let me make sure everything is cool, everything is good. Cause the last time, everything was not good. Okay, I think everything is straight and good. Okay, welcome everybody. Oh wait, let me get off of my my YouTube screen. Oh, hold on. Okay. All right, y'all. So today, in the first two videos, if y'all did not see part one, we did go through and creating our full entire brand identity. So that was for this skincare brand, Formulaic Her, the clinical skincare. This is our full brand identity board. We did update it with our products because in part two, we did create all of our product labels. Took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but we was able to create them. Let me make sure I am not echoing. Okay, cool. I'm not echoing. So we were able to create all of our product labels. That is what you see here. And let me actually scroll over. And I was having some issues with my screen and everything, but hopefully I got my screen and stuff together. This time, this is a close-up of all of our product labels. We have our gentle gel cleanser, we have our gel moisturizer, and then we also have our serum. And if you want to see any details on how we created the labels, how we got the mock-ups, how we did all of those things, go ahead and click part two. I'll have it like linked up here as well too for anybody watching the replay. But in today's video, as you can see in the top left corner, we do have a vitamin C type of flyer that we are going to be recreating. And I'm actually going to try to recreate probably about like 2 to 3 Instagram flyers today. I have 5 in the tab, but we'll just see how fast we can get through all of them. So once you have all of your brand identity, you have your brand foundation, you have all your product mock-ups, you have your labels, you have everything, and you're ready to start creating content for Instagram, this is the video for you, okay? So if you have any questions while we are watching everything, go ahead and put them in the chat. I do have my chat live right here next to me. I have all my different screens popped up. I have everything. So hopefully everything is cool. Like I said in the last video, I was having a lot of issues with audio and sharing of the screens, but I think I got everything together. So let's go ahead and get started and jump right in. So as y'all can see with this flyer that we have right here, I chose this flyer from Pinterest. And as you can see inside of all the tabs, there are 5 different types of flyers that we are going to try to attempt to create. I'm going to try to enlarge all of them so we can see them. And we're going to get to as many as we can today. But the first one, and again, I got all these off of Pinterest. I literally just Googled skincare Instagram flyer, a skincare promotional flyer, and I chose ones that I feel like made sense with the types of products that we're going to be making. Okay, so let's go ahead. We are inside of our Canva, our full Canva file. This is where I have my whiteboard. This is where I have my brand identity board. This is where I'm even putting the thumbnails for YouTube. I have all of the different product labels here as well. They are not named, but I do have all the product labels. This is the one for the cleanser. Let me scroll. This is the one for the actual serum, and this is the one for the jar. And again, if you want to have see any details of how I created all the dimensions for all these labels, how I was able to create everything and do everything, that is going to be in part 2. We've already gone through all of those things, so now we're going to just be creating all of the flyers. So as I have stated before, anytime that you are creating a flyer on Instagram, you need to make sure that your dimensions are 1015 by 1350. This is currently in my recents because I use it for everything. I create Instagram content all day, every day. So this is the dimension that you want to have. I'm going to go ahead and clear out this color and just have it be our light gray color on our color palette. So what we're going to do is recreate this full flyer right here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to copy. Actually, no, I'm not gonna copy because it's just in my uploads. So I'm gonna grab our serum bottle. This is our serum bottle. I'm gonna make it just a little bit bigger. And again, I'm copying exactly how it is on the actual flyer. Okay, so this is about yay big, and we do have like a little shadow from the from the upload from Photoshop. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do background remover, and I'm actually going to remove that little shadow that we have, because we're going to create this mirror effect that we have on the flyer that's right there. So in order to create a mirror effect, it's actually really easy. What you can do, there's two different ways that you can do it. You can duplicate your current photo. What you can do, you can flip it vertically, and then that is actually going to be your mirror, right? So you're going to just drag it all the way to the tip. And as you can see, it's already a mirror, but we want to create like a transparency. So it looks like it's maybe sitting on glass or something. So we're going to go up here to transparency, and I'm going to do it to about maybe like 35. So it looks like it's actually sitting on a piece of glass already. We haven't done anything crazy, anything like that you wouldn't be able to do inside of Canva, or sometimes people think you need Photoshop. We don't need any of those things. So that is, we currently have the mirror. So I'm going to duplicate this again because I want to recreate this one that's in the front right here. So I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger, because you see it's like super big like in the front. And I'm actually going to have it overlap just a little bit more. And I want to make sure I'm able to see the word formula, because that's the name of the product. Just like that. And then we're going to blur this out. So how to blur it, we're going to go to edit up here. We're going to go inside of our tools, click on see all, click on blur. We're going to do the whole image. And the intensity, let's say the intensity is about 45. We'll just see what that looks like. And that currently is similar to how we have here, not fully, but it is similar. Now we're going to grab this same one, because we have that bottom and the bottle in the back on the example. It's currently like it's laying down. So let's duplicate this one over here, and we're going to rotate it 90 degrees. 90 degrees. And we're going to make it just a smidge smaller, so it looks like it's laying down in the back there. I'm going to put it about right here. Now the same thing, I'm going to do the same glass effect that I did on the original photo. So we're going to copy that one, paste it here, but I want my transparency to be exactly the same as the one that is currently at the bottom here. So let me check that transparency is 35. So I'm going to change this transparency to 35 as well. Now it looks like it's laying down back there in the back. I love that. But the only thing I want to change, I actually want to move these down just a little bit. Yes. So now we have all the bases of the photo. I also kind of want to move this slightly over as well to kind of mimic the example flyer that we have. And I actually kind of see if I'll make it a little bit bigger. Yes. Love it. All right. So we have all our bases already taken care of, really, to be honest. Like, you honestly could post it like this if you want to, but we're not going to do that. So we're going to change our background color. Let's see if we can change our background color to something a little bit lighter. In our color palette, mind you, this is a color inside of our color palette. Love it. I'm so excited, y'all. I have no idea. This is like my favorite part. So we're going to add our text. And like I said, I'm trying to get through all 5. I want to show you like how fast you can do these things if you already know the types of things you want to create. So we're going to create a heading. And the heading over here on the example flyer says vitamin C do's and don'ts, but we don't have vitamin C in our product. We actually have other ingredients. So actually, let's go see what we have in the ingredients, because I just personally can't remember. And that's why I put everything on top of my my workboard that I have here. So this is a targeting blemish and texture serum, but we don't know what ingredients is inside of there. So let's let's just type texture serum. Let's just have that be what this is going to say. So let's type the word texture. We're going to have this in the middle. And I want the color, it's going to be a gradient. We're going to choose that gradient. This gradient is actually our dark black color and our first blue color back to back. And it's just in the first regular left to right gradient. So we're going to have that. And then we're also going to add a text box with our body font, which is Montserrat, and it is extra light. And I'm going to type the word serum, and I'm going to make sure that it is in all caps up here in uppercase. And it currently is in a circle. Let's see if we should do the circle and if it looks good with the type of flyer that we're currently creating with our taller bottle. Our bottle is a little bit taller, so we may or may not need the circle. But let's just see. Or the oval, if you really want to say. Let's actually grab the circle, because I grabbed the square. Let's grab the circle. But I'm not able to do exactly what I want to do, though, because this is actually becoming a full oval, and I don't need that to be like a full oval. Oh, yeah, see, now it's becoming an oval. Let's actually put it behind the word serum and see how that looks. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more so we all can see. Okay. It says you're live twice. I'm not sure why. I did have a live earlier. I did do a live earlier, but right now it should just be the current one that I'm in. Let me actually check YouTube really quickly. Hold on. Let me check. I'm not sure why I'm going live twice. Oh, I think I know why. Okay. Hold on. Let me stop sharing my screen really quickly and fix this on the back end. Okay, hold on. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Oh, I think I clicked on the wrong. Oh, I think I know why. It's okay. It's all right. We're not even going to worry about it. We're not even going to worry about it, child. We're just going to keep going, and I'll make sure I get all the editing done after the fact. But thank you for letting me know. I have no idea how that happened, but that's okay. We here. As long as y'all in here, that's all that matters. Okay, so back to the circle. I want the circle to actually kind of overlap that bottle. And I want the word serum to be directly in the middle. It looks like it is, but let's just move it up just a little bit. Now, to make it be transparent, you're going to click on the color and click no color. And then you're going to click on stroke to make sure it has a line. That line is just a little thick for me. So I'm just make it a 2. And I'm going to make it our gray color, but we can't see that gray color. So let's actually make it another color. I don't like that color though. Let's zoom out because I cannot see. I like that. I do not like how big the word serum is though. So let's move that. Let's make that smaller. Okay. And then let's move this circle behind the word. Okay. It's slightly coming together. I want this to be a little bit smaller. And I also want to space out the letters a little bit, but not that spaced out. Okay. So again, it's really cool when you can take inspiration from Pinterest or any other platform and then create what you want to on your own. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to add something additional, and then we'll actually be done with this one. So for the main bottle that's right here, I'm going to select it. I'm going to select its mirror. I'm going to group that together. I'm going to select the word texture, serum, and the oval as well. I'm going to group those together. And then I'm going to group everything. I'm going to select, yes, everything is now grouped together, right? So now when I click on it, I can be able to move this entire thing, which is exactly what I want to do. So let's move all of this just down because I want to add some extra wording. So let's go back to text. Let me actually delete that. I actually want to use the same exact words that serum is. So I'm going to drop down right over here, click on serum. I'm going to duplicate that word, but then ungroup it from here, drag it to the top. Or new. So I want people to know like this is like a new product that we're dropping, right? So I'm going to type out the words, check out our new, so people know that this is an actual serum. And I actually want to make this text just a little bit smaller. And move it up just a little bit. Okay, love that. So we can keep it to, I'm gonna move this back down just a little bit as well. Now we can keep it with the plain background, but y'all know I love a texture background. So let's actually grab one of our photos from our brand identity board. I'm gonna grab this one right here. And let's add a background here just so we can add some texture. Let's rotate that either 90 or 180 just so it's big. Pull it all the way to the edges. And we see that the current color is this color. I want to actually change it to the bluish color that I'm currently using. And I want to make this transparent to about a 30. Let's see what that looks like. And then move it all the way to the back. Ooh, okay. I kind of like that. Let's make this even more transparent to maybe a 10. Let me see what 20 looks like. I kind of like that. But since I like that, actually, no, let's change this back to a 15. I want this to be 15. And what I also want to do is I want to scroll in. The circle that we currently have that serum is sitting in, I want this to be filled with a color. I'm just not sure. Yes, the regular light blue color. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so we grabbed this photo off of Pinterest. And we're like, I want to recreate this photo for my business brand. I want to create this photo for my skincare brand. I have a bottle. I have a jar. This is how you can go and create this inside of Canva. Okay? You don't need Photoshop. You don't need any of those things. All you need is your product mock-up. Of course, you already have your color palette and all those things. And this is all you need. So we literally was able to recreate this exact photo with our own product. Okay, cool. So that is the first one. Let's see another one that I feel like we can create. This is one that I really, really liked. So let's go ahead and grab another Instagram photo. Canvas 1015 by 1350. Always remember your canvases need to be 1015 by 1350. Then we are going to create this. So the only quote unquote issue that we have is this very thick word blocking is not it is not a part of our font family, but that's okay. Our font family is a little bit more sophisticated, a little more thinner, but we're going to still find a thicker font. So how we're going to find a thicker font, let's go up here to the fonts and let's see if we can find something thick, right? We're going to use the same exact words. Unlock your glow. We're just going to use Anton. Anton is right there. We're going to change our line spacing. Let's make sure this is all caps so we can really see the line spacing. Let's change the line spacing to about 0.89. Actually, no, let's make it a little bit thicker. 0.95. Love that. Okay. We're going to put this right smack dab in the middle. We're actually going to make it just a little bit smaller. Okay, let's choose another product. I actually want to use the face wash that we have. So I'm going to remove the background on this one as well because it did have a little shadow. I'm going to remove the background. So now we have the gel cleanser. We're going to rotate. Let's actually rotate it to the right. Let's just be just a smidge different. Okay. So we have that already. Cool. So now let's go to Pinterest and let's find a photo that we can put on the background. And remember, this is for women between the ages, I think it said 28, 45, something like that. So I want to find a more mature woman. Okay. So let's go find. This is actually a very beautiful photo. This is also a beautiful photo. This is gorgeous. So let's copy this photo. And we're going to paste it into our Canva. Let's drag it all the way. And then you can, of course, replace the background to your Canva with this photo as well. You can right click and do set as background and it'll automatically be your background. Whatever you decide to choose, it's up to you and how you like to do stuff. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit because I want her face to be smack dab in the middle. They give us these grid lines so we're able to see. Cute. Cute. Okay. Now, something I also want to do, I want to edit this photo. And I want to blur her just a little bit. So we're going to go to blur and we're going to do the intensity to about 18, just a little bit. Yes, just a little bit. So we're going to make the color of the text. We want it to be a lighter color because, well, actually, let's see if we can do something just slightly transparent for her. We're going to do 65. And that background color, we're going to go to position. Let's see if we can. We could do something darker. I kind of like that. So let's make the color of the font something lighter. Mind you, these are already gradients that we've already created inside of Canva, right? Let's go with this one. But I want to add an effect of having it jump off of the page. So let's make sure that our glow is as high as possible. Now, I want to add our logo. So I'm going to add our alternative logo at the top here. Just right there. Love that. We're going to add the effect as well to the glow effect just so we know it's popping off of the screen. I really, really like that. But I'm going to duplicate the text. I'm going to put it directly over the original text. I'm going to change the effect to a neon. And I'm going to change the color to one of our lighter blues. And then I'm going to drag that behind the original text, because I want to be able to see both of them, because I want it to be like truly unlock your glow, right? Like 1000%. Now what I'm going to do, before I edit the actual product on top of the text, let's add in our text at the bottom. And I'm going to do similar text to how they have it down here, like shop now by clicking the link in our bio, shop. Oops. Clicking the link in description. Okay, we're going to make sure that it is our actual font, Montserrat Extra Light. Let's actually just make it regular so we can actually see it. Okay, make it a little bit smaller. And we're going to move it down here in the middle. Going to change the color to be that light blue, not transparent. We're going to add that glow effect so we can see it pop off of the, oh my gosh, gorgeous. Look, I like to hype myself up, okay? What? I'm also going to type in the same words that's right above it as well. Discover the secret to hydrated skin. I'm gonna just say skin because we're not a brand that talks about youthful skin or anything like that. Everybody loves that the skin that they're in, our target customers at least. So we're just gonna keep it like that. I'm going to reduce the line spacing, and I'm also going to make this font just a little bit thicker. Let's do a semi-bold, and let's make this into 3 lines. And oh no, let's just make it into the 2. We like the 2, and make this a little bit smaller. Okay. That is so pretty. Okay, let's move this up just a little bit. And now the last thing that we want to do is actually edit our product that's laying on top of the text. Sorry, I zoomed in so far. Let's actually we're going to add a shadow. So we're going to scroll down here in the edit tab and click on see all. So let's see the types of shadows that we can do. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Let's see what page lift looks like. Page lift is kind of cute. Curved is also kind of cute. I think I may go with curve. The current curve is at 50. Let's keep it at 50. The current distance is 80. I'm going to change that to about 40. Blur amount is 20. Let's do 55. And we'll just keep it as the dark black color that it currently has. And I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger because anytime you do any type of glow effect or anything like that, it is going to make your photo smaller. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And as you can see, it looks like it's jumping off of the words, right? Love the way that looks. I'm going to grab all of this. I'm going to group it. And I'm just going to move it up just a little bit more. Now, this is... wow, this is actually so pretty. So, from the Pinterest uh inspiration that we had, this is what we had, right? We had a photo of some girls in the back. We had the we have the text on top. We have the text on the back. We have the product on top, but our product actually looks like it's leaping off of the text. We were able to edit our text to where it looks like it's glowing, but also shadowing and bouncing off of the background as well. Then we added our body text down here at the bottom, similar to that how they have it here. And then we also added our logo alternative name at the top. Again, you don't need Photoshop. You don't need anything crazy. All you need is Canva. All you need is your brand foundation. All you need is just a little bit of time to create or recreate any type of flyer that you may see online. That is the second one that we have created. Let's go ahead and click out of that one. Let's see another one that we could create. Let's try this one because I want to show you guys how you're able to get this effect with the text in front of and behind, okay? It's going to be really, really similar to how we kind of did this flyer, but just a little bit different. We're going to do a different color scheme on the background. So let's go ahead and grab our serum. No, actually, let's grab our jar because we haven't used our jar yet. So let's grab our jar. We're going to do it with the jar. And we're going to remove the background because, again, we have that little shadow right there. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more. Okay, so we have our jar. We're going to duplicate the jar, just like how we did before. We're going to flip it vertically. And we're going to bring it down to where it looks like it is mirroring its original self. I'm just going to bring it up just a little bit. Transparency to 35, like how we did before. Yes. I'm just going to shorten this out just a little bit. Shorten these. Just to bring it in. There's no need to have all of the extra. And then I am going to duplicate the top one. And then I'm going to group these two. Group. Okay, now I have the top one. So what I'm going to do is make it just a little bit smaller. Rotate it that way. Have it right, maybe about right here. Duplicate this one. Rotate it this way and make it just a smidge smaller. Have that right here. And then I'm also going to blur both of these out, just like how they're blurred on this side. So I'm going to select the first one, go up here to edit, see the tools, click on see all, click on blur. We're going to do the whole image. We're going to do 50. No, let's do 35 on the first one because it's just a little bit blurred out. And then let's do 50 on the second one. Yes. Okay, great. So we already have that. Now let's actually type in our words. So we're going to type our words and we're going to type the word, let's just type moisturizer. We're going to do our header font, which is Veraka. However you pronounce it, child. However you pronounce it. Okay. And we're going to put this... Actually, we're going to put it up here. We're going to do just a little something just a little bit different. I'm going to move that one up here, and I'm going to move this one down here. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, let's scroll in. So we're going to duplicate this word. This is how you're going to get the effect in the back. So we are going to keep this black for now. Actually, no, let me just change the background right now. We're just going to change the background to the darkest blue color just to see. But I'm going to show you how we can get that glow effect back here, like behind this serum bottle. So we have the first word. I'm going to change this to our light gray color. Then we're going to change it to the other one. Now this first word, we're going to move this all the way to the back. So arrange, move to back. Now it is behind the jar. We cannot see it. Then for the effect, for the first one, we're going to hollow it out all the way to 0 because this one is just a thinner font. If you have a thicker font, you will be able to see it. Now, of course, we cannot actually see the word because of the color of the bottle, but that is okay. I'm going to change this color to be the blue color that we currently have. I actually don't like the font that we're using. So let's go to Montserrat and let's do bold. Make that all uppercase. And let's, hold on. And let's make this a little bit smaller. So let's try that again. Effect. We're going to do hollow. There we go. That is how you can create this text effect for your words. You put one regular behind the product, and then you put the one with the effect of the hollow in front. And I'm going to make this just a little bit thinner, down to like 25, just so we can kind of see it. And I probably am going to move the words around so we're able to actually see it a little bit more, but let's work with the rest of the page and then we'll get back to that. Okay, so let's actually do, Okay, how are we going to do this? I want to move moisturizer, honestly, to like right here. I wonder if this should be bigger. Mind you, this is not going to look exactly the same. Okay, let's go from there. Let's go to elements, and type in the word glow. This is where you can find all different types of glow elements to create that glow background that they have right there. So let's click on, no, I don't want to use that one. I want to find, let's use, no, this is in a square. I want to use one that is like super, super circular. This one is okay, but it's just so faint. Let's use this one. Okay. Okay. So we're going to use this blue. I'm going to put it about right here, and I'm going to move it all the way to the back. And not only am I going to do this, I'm going to take this same blue color. I'm going to change the background as well too. So let's actually click on the background color. And we're going to do that circular gradient. This one right here. But then we're going to make sure that the blue is... the dark blue is on the outside. So that's how you can kind of get more of the circular glow behind it. And then also what I want to do, I'm going to take another element. I'm going to get a square. I'm going to get a square. I'm going to drag it all the way across. I'm going to do another gradient, same light blue color, but I'm going to do it at the top. And then I'm going to take this light blue and I'm going to do the transparency all the way down. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want this dark blue color to be really at the top. And I'm going to drag that all the way to the back. So it kind of gives the same illusion of this right here. That's what I want to do. Okay, so now let's create the bottom mirror effect that we have here. I'm trying to figure out how we can actually do that part. Let me see. Because I'm not sure. Let me actually delete this. Let me type in the words. They are stumping me today. I'm going to just copy these words over here. Click paste. I'm going to take off the all caps. I'm going to type the same words as just over here. Captured in every jar. Because that was a serum. This is not a serum. I'm going to make this slightly smaller, kind of like how it is up there. And instead of doing those words, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a background. And it's always okay to pivot what you're doing. It's always okay. So I'm going to grab, actually, I'm going to grab this. No. Ooh, I'm going to grab the gloves. Probably like, girl, what are you going to do with this picture of these gloves? Let's see what we can do with it. Let's do some transparency. Oh, you can't really see it after that. Do we like this? I don't even know if I like this. That's the funny part about it. Something is missing. Let me grab this photo. Something is missing. I'm going to take this. I'm going to rotate this photo to 90. I'm going to change it to the current blue that we're using. I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to go over here to the apps. One of my favorite apps that I like to use is Image Blender. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to create a transparent gradiency. So I'm going to fade it linearly. But I don't want it that way. I want it to go this way. Break it down just a little bit. Strength is currently at 50. Let's do 25. Let's save that. I'm going to make this just a little bit thicker because of that text that was over there. Ooh, sorry, my arm itch. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm also going to remove, oh, they can't detect the background. Okay, that's fine. Let's do, it's currently at 100. I don't want it to stay at 100. Let's do 35. Oh, I kind of like that. Let's flip this horizontally. Yes. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Position. Let's move this one behind the words. Oh, I love that. And then let's grab our Submark logo, which is this one. And let's add this. Let's add this over here. I'm going to make it a little bit small. I'm going to rotate it. And then I'm going to do the glow effect just so we can kind of see it come off just a little bit off of. I'm rotated just a little bit more. And I want to actually position this behind the jar. Let me zoom in so we can really see it. Okay, it's not gonna work like that. Okay, let's make this just back smaller. Okay, I actually don't like the logo being on there. But this is beautiful. The jar needs a drop shadow. What do you mean does it need a drop shadow? I took the inspiration from over here and I decided not to do the text on top and behind, but I did show you guys how to do it. I was going to put the logo on there. I don't like the way the logo currently is, so I just kept the jar being a mirror image. So the mirror is still there. We have these two in the back, and then I added the photos, the blurred photos to give it a little bit more texture as well. So I didn't create a drop shadow for the jar because of the current mirror effect. So that is this one, which is really cool. Completely different from that one. Completely different from this one. That's the third flyer that we have. So let's see if there's another one we can recreate really quickly. Let's do this one. This one's going to take a lot more time. Maybe another day we could do that one. So I'm going to click off. So let's recreate this one. So what we're going to do is, and I want to use the darker black color that we have because like I said, I don't I didn't like that color initially, but let's actually use that. So let's go over here and let's get somebody who is putting a gel cleanser on their face. So let's search gel cleanser. I want to see if we can, let's go off of her and see what we can find. This is cute. Actually, yeah, I'm going to use this photo. This one's also cute, but she has on purple. Actually, no. I want to use this photo. She's too cute. But it's blurry. Why is it blurry? Oh, see? Let me go back. They got blurry photos on here. Okay, let's just go back to this original photo. Let's go here. We're going to paste this photo. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to remove the entire background. Another reason why I like this photo, she's already in blue. She's already in blue. So we're going to make this as large as possible. Probably about, I'm going to have her head cut off also. And I'm going to actually drag her over here just so you can peek out one of her eyes. Yes. Okay. So let's grab our logos. I want to grab the full logo here. We're going to put that up here. Ooh. Now we're going to add in our text. I'm just going to grab the text from the previous pages. Let me zoom in a little bit so we can all see. Click paste, drag that down here. Okay. We're going to type the same exact words that they have. You're obviously as well too. Let me not say obviously. If you are creating your own skincare brand and you know the benefits of your products, please use keywords for your own products. Okay. I'm only using the same exact words from these flyers because this isn't a real brand. Like, it is a real brand, but it's not a real brand at the same time. If I would have already had words or keywords that I want to use specifically for the types of products that I have, that's what I would have done. But that's just not what I'm doing today. And that's perfectly fine. But for you, I want you to make sure that you are using your exact words for your product. So again, all day hydration, or clean skin, etc. Like whatever your brand is talking about, and that's what I want you to use when it comes to the words that you're using on your flyers. I'm gonna make this a little bit shorter. I don't really like the period over here because it's on the right. I'm gonna take this, make it smaller to about 20, change this back to okay, let's see what products are inside that we can use. Ceramide and peptide. Okay. That attracts moisture and keeps skin, keeps skin hydrated and smooth. Okay. I'm going to do that one like this. Okay. And then we're also going to create this same type of oval that we have here. So I'm going to do it from scratch so you guys can see. We're going to go up here to elements. We're going to click on a square. It's already slightly rounded. We're going to just round it off just a little bit more, maybe to 70. Let's just see how that kind of looks. But when we make it shorter, it's going to be more of an oval. So let's bring that back out to 25. Okay. We're going to change this color to one of our gradients that we have here. Because why not? Why not change it to a gradient? I don't like any of these. Let's change it to that one. I'm going to do the transparency to about 60 because it looks like it's slightly transparent there. And I'm going to put just our website name in here. We don't actually have a website, but if you have a website, you can put it there. So I'm going to type formulateher.com, www at that. And then I'm also going to type, I'm going to put this in the middle. Then I'm also going to type whatever our Instagram name would be. So it most likely would be Formulate Her. As well. I'm going to drag this to the middle. And then I'm going to drag this to the edge. Okay. We're going to make the effect is on, but we're going to change this color of the font to the dark. Are we going to change to the dark color? I can't really see the color. We may just keep it to the black color, to be honest, because you can't really see it. Now what I am going to do, I'm going to group both of these, and I'm actually going to move them down there. I'm also going to put a border. So I'm going to do stroke style, add a stroke, probably going to do 2 and add just some kind of border that's around it so we can kind of see it a little bit more. Let me zoom in. Make sure that's in the middle. Okay. Okay, so now let's do the background. I don't know what the background is going to be, but I know I want to keep it like the darker color. So let's go back to our mood board and see a color that we could potentially use. Cancel. Let's use the bubbles. I'm going to rotate this back to 0 because I had originally rotated it to, what was that, 90? Make this as big as the photo. Then we're going to get this down to maybe 30. And I'm going to push this all the way to the back. I don't know if I like that. It's like, I do, but I don't. I do, but I really don't. Because it's you that I really want. Let me change these colors to something that will make more sense for me and what I'm trying to do. I want to change, maybe it's the background color fully. It just being fully black is just like not it. I think she needs to be, let me duplicate her. This is something else I like to do sometimes. So I'm going to duplicate her and I'm going to actually adjust her color. You probably like, Red, what are you talking about? So I'm going to take the darkest blue color, copy that. I'm going to go to edit. I'm going to go all the way down to filters. We're going to scroll all the way down till we get to duotone. Y'all know I love a good duotone. We're going to do custom. And instead of grayscale, I'm going to type in that blue color right here. Then I'm going to go to edit again, see all, blur her out about 76, 75. Put her back on top. So it looks like she has her own glow. But in order to fix that little hard demarcation that's right there, I need to extend the photo. So let me go here. I'm gonna put this photo to the front. Click on it. Oh, it's all the way at the end. Okay, let me do cancel. So I'm going to go to apps, image blender, and I'm going to do the fade that I did before, but only on the blue photo because I don't want this hard demarcation line. Ooh. It won't let me click. Hold on. Okay. Now I want the strength. I don't know if I want it to do like that though. Let's see what that looks like. I'll take that. I'll take that. It's still something about this background though that I don't like. We may actually have to keep the background blue. The black is just not doing it for me. It really is not. These are gradients that we made over the last couple of days. What's going on? I kind of like that. Let's change the color of the... Oh, let's change... Oh no, I don't like that. This is this is not as easy as it looks. I want to change this entire thing as well too. Let's edit this. Let's go down here to duotone again. I'm gonna make sure that we change it to our black color. And then this is also the black color. I'm gonna just keep this black. But I'm gonna change the effect because it's at 100 right now and it's just too bright. I mean, it's too coming off the page. So let's change these to 50. Okay. And now let's bring this back to the front. Okay, it's not bad. Now, I do want to make this actually bigger though. So let's bring this down and make it bigger. And I actually think I want to move this up. No, let's keep that exactly where it was. See, now we can't see the blur on the other photo that we put behind her because we changed it to a different color. So let me go to edit and let me actually give her a filter. I mean, change this one. There we go. to make this just a little bit bigger. And what else I'm going to do is these bubbles. Cause I really do like these bubbles. I'm not gonna yada y'all. And I am going to do apps, Image Blender again, fade. And I'm going to do it this way because I just want these bubbles on top of her face. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That is what I want. That's what I want. I also want this to be slightly smaller as well. Just a little bit. Okay. Those are our 4 flyers that we created from our inspiration. So we have the first one, product. You're displaying like your products, like, hey, check out our new serum, etc. Showed you guys how to do the mirror effect, do some blur effects, and then also how to give your background texture. We created this one as well. All you need is a photo on the background. You will be able to add in a glow effect to your product on top of words, and then also give your words glow effect as well. You can use 2 different text effects, the glow effect and the actual highlight glow effect. The third one, I was able to show you how you can use the app that's inside of Canva called Image Blender, and you're able to make any kind of photo be a gradient and add texture to your photos as well. And then here we actually combined all of those and was able to create this flyer. So if you have any type of inspiration from Pinterest, Instagram, anything like that, you can recreate any of these types of flyers for your own brand. All you need is a Canva account, and you are already going to have all of your brand identity information, and that is it. So that's all I got for y'all today. Next week, we are actually going to complete and work on the entire website design for this business. So definitely stay tuned to that. That should be next Monday about 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank y'all so much for everything. I love y'all. God loves you more. And I will see y'all in the next